And we are live. Now, is the build card finally changing? Is the build card finally going to go from the beloved $0 annual fee, pay your rent, maybe mortgages, to a higher annual fee, 95, maybe 150, maybe a $550 annual fee build card? Is that something you would like? Is that something you're interested in? We'll have to see. We'll have to see. So, Built put out a survey, polling basically anybody who's in the Built program, asking them a bunch of different things. I'll pull it up here, but essentially a survey that will ask certain things like, how would you feel about a certain annual fee? How would you feel about this? Kind of polling the world to see how we would feel should they make these changes. And I thought, I've seen a lot of talk about it. I see some people upset, some people, maybe happy. And I figured let's go through it. I actually have not gone through the survey yet. So I want to do this live with everybody, for whoever was watching the VOD, see what the deal is. What are these changes? What are our first thoughts on it? I know most about it, but I never actually went through it myself. So I thought it'd be cool to get a good candid take. But I also felt that maybe I'm not necessarily the best fit alone to judge some of these changes. And I wanted to bring somebody in who has a direct tie to Built in a way, maybe in not the greatest lights. I wanted to introduce to the stage Mr. Calby NG, the man who cost Built many dollars over the years, and has actually the reason why they mention loopholes in their email to us a couple of days ago. Mr. Calby NG, how are you, sir?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Thanks for having me on, man.
Thanks for coming last second. I was like, you know what? I'm going to go through the survey. And I was like, maybe it would be fun. Let's get Calby's take on these things. He always has a different take than your average, credit card user. So I thought it would be interesting. So thank you for being here, sir.
Yep. Great,
And
man.
I just want to mention, firstly, John with the super chat coming in hot. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. For everybody watching the VOD, you could skip ahead a couple of minutes to when we go through the survey. But John, thank you, sir. And then Vincent Pasquale, happy Friday. Hit the like and subscribe. Let's go. Appreciate you, Vincent, as well. Much, much appreciated, sir. And let me see who else we got in here. We have Joshua NG. Oh, Calby, your brother's here. Very nice.
Heck yeah.
Kelby. It's and Too easy. What's going on? We need to start gatekeeping certain credit card things. Every time we find a loophole, it gets nerfed. Calby,
Yeah.
you.
I mean, only subscribers know about the loopholes, man. Make sure you're subscribed.
That's right. Make sure you're subscribed on the email list or everything. Make sure you're everywhere. We got Memphis Mike. Greetings, fellow credit junkies. Cheers. Love it. I absolutely love it. Let's go. Too easy says, I feel like they're bringing up the annual fees because Wells has lost so much money. We'll talk about it. That's interesting. Jordan's here. What's going on? Interested to hear your thoughts. Appreciate you, Jordan. Phil Mo. I'm hoping Calvi gets the whole build program shut down. Just ruin it. Just no more weddings in Egypt, right? It's not
You have to
Matt
go to
Clausen
the
says that's
Bass Pro.
impossible. Yeah, right. He says that's impossible, Calvi. What say you?
Well, the world? Impossible?
Oh no, can you yourself take down the build program solely? I feel like you can.
Possibly, yeah. Go to Build Cafe, just get like chug coffees.
That's
Sweet,
true. Just
man.
endless. Get 5,000 of your closest friends and get the coffees. Yeah, that's right. Ahmad, what's up? What's going on, Ahmad? Who else we got here? Juan, what's popping? What's popping? Super Sal, hello. Colby, Colby.
Yep.
That's like the best misspelling that you always get because it just auto corrects
Right.
by accident. Fun, always fun to have you here. What's up, credit card slayers? Eat them points. Heck yeah. And Rodrigo, if Built loses Hyatt, would that change your opinion of Built? That's definitely something we can discuss as we go through it. I think that'll be interesting. I don't know. Maybe right off the bat, if Built loses Hyatt, would that change your opinion of Built? What do you think, Calvi? You're somebody who at one point had a lot of Built points, and you used that to fund some of your Hyatt stays. What do you think?
I think they still have pretty good transfer partners. They have the Alaska Airlines. They also, have a popular one, Aeroplan. And basically, every single transfer partner you can think of, they basically have it. So I would still say that it's pretty valuable, especially for a no annual fee. You don't need like a Sapphire Reserve or the Preferred to transfer out your points. So I think you can still find value in it.
Yeah, and I think that's why a lot of people are afraid of these changes. They're like, well, we've become so accustomed to this powerful points program, right? We get their points, we could do a lot of different things. Like see people mention like Alaska, right? It's a powerful way to use your Alaska miles to book any airline in One World that we've talked about and stuff. So I think that's very interesting, but we'll have to see. We'll talk about it more. Josh says still waiting for the Watch Me Apply built job. Yeah, Cal, we got to do that. I'm telling you, you got
Hey
to do
man,
it.
I mean, the unemployment's starting to go up, so I might have to.
They- that's right. That's right. Let's help them. All right. So and then okay, let's see here. Let's see. And then we got Calder. Bill. Oh yeah, we mentioned. All right. So let's go through it. Queries here as well. What happened to Built? So perfect segue. So right now, Built's going through a bit of a I would say some changes, and they're growing, right? They have a lot of I guess they have a large audience. They have a lot of people talking about them. A lot of people issued Built cards, and I guess they're trying to figure out like where to from here. And I guess in the last few years, they hinted at certain things. They've released some really good, transfer bonuses a lot of people loved. Now they're starting to introduce the whole world of go buy a house and get points, or now we're going to introduce mortgages for everybody that owns a house, right? You can buy, you can fund your mortgage on your build card, earn some points, hopefully no fees. And so they're thinking of how we can introduce something to make more money, which is possibly introduce a card with an annual fee, but also give you some perks on the back end. So I figured let's go through this survey. Let's do it together. Like I said, I have not gone through this personally. I've seen screenshots. I've seen people talk about Discord, but I've not seen the actual real questions aside from the first one because I scrolled through real quick and I just wanted to see if it would like do anything crazy. But all right. So are you ready, Calvin? You want to go through this together?
Yeah, man. But first, we need to address the elephant in the room.
Hmm.
What's with the little built points, man? 6,000 built
Oh,
points? What's going on? Blue status? You're not giving Anchor enough money, man.
look, I listen. I, as much as the next guy, want to use my build card as much as possible, so this way Anchor can get a second wedding in Egypt, and he can rent out all of the pyramids, not just the large, not just one of them. I think he should get all of them. Even the largest one in the world, right? I don't think he did that one. So yeah, I agree. Use your build cards and fund. Like I hope he can make his own pyramid. Like there should be like I don't know how many pyramids there are. Maybe there's like seven. Make an eighth one. Like an eighth one, and it's all black. It's built logo on it. Like I think that's very important. So yeah, you're right. Yeah, 6,000 is not enough.
Yeah, man.
All right. So let's hit start. Let's see. They're trying to, you know what? Damn it. I wanted to read what they said and now I can't go back. Unbelievable. All right. So let's see what we have here.
Oh, you can
Let's,
actually scroll up if you want.
what do you mean? Oh,
Yeah.
well, I can't go higher than this
So
actually.
you see the arrows on the
Yeah.
bottom corner? Oh,
Yeah.
is that the
Yeah.
first question? I don't know.
Yeah, that's the first.
Okay.
So let's see here. Is Built your primary credit card for everyday spending? So in my mind, when I think of everyday spending, I don't know how other people think about it. I just think basically groceries. Every time I see every day, I think groceries because that's where I'm literally going to the store many, many times a week. That's how I would be spending my money every single day. That's pretty much the only place I spend my money, as opposed to dining out once a month, something like that. And when I think of it in that context, I'm like, I mean, I'm not using my Built card for groceries outside of when I need to hit 5 transactions. I'll go to Publix and I'll buy 5 individual wrapped tortillas for Spanish night, and I'll do 1 transaction. Okay, get the receipt, do another one, do another one. I'll do that 4 times, and then it'll be my 5 transactions with the the rent of the mortgage the last couple or last year. So I would say no personally. What about you, Calvi? What's everyday spending for you? You think?
It's definitely not my everyday spending card. On rent day, it definitely is because, I think my best catch all card right now is the Chase Freedom Unlimited. So
Hmm.
2x points on the first day of the month. Yeah, I'm going to use that. But throughout the rest of the month, I'm going to be the only thing that I use the bill card for is dining because out of all the other cards, it's basically 3x like the Freedom Unlimited, Chase Sapphire Preferred. But I'm with built you can actually chase built status, so I find it a little bit more valuable than putting on the chase cards.
Interesting. And let me ask you something. Have you ever, you yourself, ever physically went to a grocery store? Let's just say a grocery store. You went on the first of the month. So this way everything's 2x, right? So you get 2x bill points on the first of the month for rent day. Have you ever personally went to the grocery store and bought like, 30 bags of rice, 30 bags of steak, or packages of steak? Have you ever bought like months and months worth of food, toilet paper, years worth of toilet paper on the first of a month? Do you think that's important to do?
I don't know. I never thought about it, man. Maybe it's something that I should be doing. But you are capped at the what is it now? Capped at 1,000 points.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
only $500 to spend, man.
Very true. Very true. But you can get a lot of toilet paper with $500. I'm just saying. Not that I've
You
done
think
it.
so?
Uh, definitely not that I've done it
It was this
myself.
guy.
I was the reason we
During,
ran out of toilet
right?
paper during the pandemic. Yeah.
Anthony, I had to use a bidet. I had to learn about what a bidet was. Come on, man.
That's tough. That's a hard life he went through. So I'm gonna say no. It's not my everyday spend card. And you know what? For each one, let's go back to the chat and let me see what people are saying. I think that might work. And
But
so
I've been
mhm.
reading a lot. A lot of people have been saying that it's not their everyday card too. They're like, "Oh, I just use it for the 5 transactions." So I could see it being like not a good everyday card, I guess.
Right. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think so. And Joshua says, yeah, Reddit blew it up for sure. Exposed one says, that's funny. So that's interesting. Doesn't seem like the mortgage thing is working out on your build card. Yeah, I guess we'll see. Well, I don't know. We'll see what the deal is. Maybe they're gonna put it on another card, not the no annual fee, something like that. We'll see. They paid Anthony to do the survey. With the stuff that we've already said, I don't know. It'll only get worse from here. I'm sure. I get a little crazy when Calby's around. I don't know why. Hey, Michael Abdulmalek. I just saw you on Instagram. Actually, just did a video on my reaction to the survey. Homeowners have a lot to think about. Love the content from both of you. Hope to contribute to the space like you guys. Very nice, very nice. Check him out. Check out his channel. Hell yeah, hope to see more for you, Michael. Actually, you can do the survey a whole bunch of times. I did the survey about 10 times and it still went through. Ooh, maybe we could rig it then. You never know. You never know. Joshua says, hey, at least it's not one banana per transaction. Yeah, we stopped doing the bananas. It's now tortillas. It's tortilla shells. Fill them with 5 beers. Unhealthy. Matt Clausen says the rent day is 500. Yep. Late but here. Michael Pythium says, but neither of those options they are proposing or try. Yeah, so we'll get into it. Michael says bidets over everything. JC says 1,000 bonus points, which is $1,000 for the catch-all. Well, not on rent day, I guess. But if you're on rent day, then it's 2x on everything. So 500.
Because it's 1,000 because it's only the bonus points. It's not counting.
Oh, on the bonus. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Oh, I think a lot of people would miss that actually. Wandering Doc. What is this new profile picture? What is that? What could that possibly be? I don't know. It looks like a cleaning
red
thing.
dandelion.
Is it really?
I don't know.
I don't know. Doc, you're gonna have to let us know. All right. Matt Clothing says the build card isn't an everyday card, much like the CSP isn't it? That's not true. That's absolutely not true. I use my CSP all the time, online grocery for my Publix. I do it. I've shared how to do it. Mitch has my Mitch shared how to do it. So I'm the one guy who says CSP is my everyday card actually. So I'm looking to replace it. I'm looking to see, maybe I can have the build card replace it. You never know. So we'll have to see. I definitely would love to see a grocery category on the build card though. If we can get like a 1.5, 2x, it won't beat the CSP. I'll keep using the CSP for it, but it might help.
Yeah,
it might help if I
haven't seen the survey yet.
Yeah. What about it?
Groceries, man. It might be your dream come true.
On here? Really? Okay. Yeah, so let's keep going then. Wait, did I lose my? Oh, no, there we go. Okay, so we're going to say no, it's not my everyday. And we're good, right? We can see it. Okay. What is your primary credit card for everyday spending? So we have the Amex. Oh, I just click it. All right. So we have the Amex Gold, the Amex Platinum, Apple Card, Preferred, Reserve, Venture, Capital One, Venture X. Cashback credit card. They know their audience. They wouldn't even mention a name. Just other annual fee airline co-branded card, no fee rewards card, or annual fee card. That's interesting. What are your thoughts on this for everyday spend? For me, it's the Sapphire Preferred because I can do that online grocery little trick with Publix. But that's kind of niche. What do you think?
For me, when I did the survey, I did other no annual fee rewards card just because I use the Chase for Unlimited for everything since it's 1.5. You know,
Hmm.
not everything is groceries, man. You got to
It's,
buy
I mean,
clothes
what
for yourself.
I don't buy clothes. It's been a while since I bought clothes,
It's
maybe a
all
year.
merch.
It's true. It's all, I don't,
I've
why do I
been to
have
this
anything?
guy's house. It's just that his closet is lined with like his own merch, and that's all he wears.
It's literally like 6 or 7 shirts and hoodies. That's funny. Uh, Listen, you got to be about it. But I'll say the Chase Sapphire preferred for me. I'll say that for me. Let's see here. What
Why
do
do
you
you
use
use
this
this card,
card?
man?
What do you use this? Why do you use this card instead of your bill? Oh, why do I use this? We actually have to write. Okay. Uh, Online. Wait, no, we can write 3x online
Hmm.
grocery.
That's interesting. Rita Pia said, I want a
Ripa.
2x catch all with 1x on mortgage. That's a pretty interesting idea. That'll be cool.
That's interesting for sure. 3x online grocery of the Publix on the CSP, and then we'll write powerful.
Powerful.
Bam. Enter. All right. Now we're starting to get into the card itself. Okay, so let's see. You will see two options for the $0 annual fee card. This is what we have right now, right? We got the build card, no annual fee. Which option
Hmm.
interests you the most? We're exploring new card tiers. Nobody wants to hear that. From a no annual fee option to a premium fee based cards. Okay, cool. So option A says 1x back on rent and mortgage, which is everyone's hoping for. And then 4x back on built neighborhood dining. So I guess some of those partner restaurants in certain locales. We'll have these. I've taken advantage of one of them, or a couple of them actually before. One in DC and one in I think it was in Charleston. Excuse me, I did one. In fact, I almost did one of them, and it was a place called Coconut Joe's, and that place was like the worst trash place ever. We did not go in. We were like, this is like, there's like drugs and stuff out here. I was like, what the hell?
Dang.
But besides the point, Walgreens. But we had a very nice built neighborhood in DC. Me and Calby and a few other
Hmm.
folks. Right, we did that. What was it called? Uh,
Lucky Buns?
Lucky Buns. Yes, at the wharf.
Yeah.
Forex back on Walgreens, which they love their Walgreens. Actually, you found something out, right? Recently with Walgreens, you
Yeah,
saw
I
something.
went I went to a Walgreens near me. It's a 24-hour Walgreens, which I was kind of surprised with, but also at the same time, I feel like Knoxville, Tennessee is kind of like a retirement place, so everyone needs their medication, I guess. But
Hmm.
on the sign of the door, it said it's a Built Alliance partner. So with that, it comes with a couple extra benefits for this Walgreens. Like, for example, I think one of the benefits is that you get free photos if you wanted to print free photos. So I thought that was
Hmm.
pretty cool.
Hmm. Interesting. And you had like a sign on it, right? That was like a build partner.
Mm. Yep.
Nice. Interesting. And then Forex back on Lyft, which we know they have that cool partnership with as well. That's also something I took advantage of in DC. Did one of those Lyft scooters, just floating around on those. We had a good time with that. And then okay, oh interesting. Okay, so 1.5x on everything, just a catch all. Huh.
Mm.
Now that's pretty interesting because I mean, obviously, a lot of people love Built because of their partners, right? They got Alaska, they got some of these transfer bonuses to some really good airlines. People love the points currency of Built points, so right. So this might sway people. Like, why would I use? I don't know. If for some reason you really value Alaska more than everybody else, which there's some people that do that. Maybe I would, instead of a Freedom Unlimited or an Ink Unlimited, I might use my build card for 1.5x. That alone would shift a large portion of people. Like you said, your catch-all, your everyday is like your Freedom Unlimited, right? But I guess for other reasons. But 1.5 is pretty cool, all things considered. That's pretty interesting. And then the other one says same thing, 1x back on rent and mortgage, but this is 3x back, so one less than the other one. Built neighborhood dining, Walgreens Lyft, same, but 2x back on gas, grocery, and dining. There's our grocery man. I don't know. You're starting to get up there. CSP is a $95 annual fee card, but I get 3x points. But Built is no annual fee and I get 2x. I don't know. It might be worth the value prop. Considering if you don't need a card to transfer your points, of course, with the CSP. So what do you think, Kelly? What do you think? Do you think it's worth getting like the 2x gas grocery dining versus just a 1.5 catch-all? I don't know.
Well, the issue
Hmm.
is too, I'm not sure if you saw, but the 4x is on option A, but on option B it's 3x.
Yes. Hmm.
Yeah. So it's a little bit lower, but also at the same time, what Michael, yeah, I believe what Michael was saying, uh, instead of getting rid of general dining and then getting the built neighborhood dining, it's kind of sucky, right? It's definitely not beneficial to us.
Yeah, I would say so. Oh, okay. So I didn't really think about it in that way. I didn't really think about it as in
Mhm.
like, oh, this is what we're replacing the current card with. I for some reason just thought like, I don't know, maybe in conjunction with. But yeah, that makes sense. So okay, so you'd be removing the typical 3x dining, 2x travel, 1x everything for these then. Hmm.
That's what the
Hmm.
assumption is. I know, I
Hmm.
don't know. In the email, it specifically said cards. So a lot of
Yeah.
us were speculating that maybe it was going to be two cards. But if they have another non annual fee credit card and it's going to be this layout, I don't see them. What's the point of having two different cards, right?
Yeah. It's true. It's true. I don't know. At face value, I mean, the way I see it is like, yeah, grocery would help a lot, but I still have my CSP and I'll need that for a while anyway to transfer points. So I don't really need a grocery at the moment, personally, for me. Gas, I charge at home at the house, so I don't need to worry about that. Dining, it's once a month, and again, I'm getting 3x back on CSP with that. Or even Freedom Flex, what have you. I don't go to Walgreens. I don't use Lyft. I don't really go to the neighborhood dining unless I'm really traveling and I remember. So I actually think I would opt into the 1.5 on everything because that would at least help me
Hmm.
at some of these odd places I go to, butcher shops, what have you. I think that would help for those times. Personally, I don't know. I might be going option A. What would you go?
Oh yeah, definitely option A. I mean, especially if you compare option A to the Chase, something like the Chase Freedom Unlimited, you're not
Hmm.
that far off. The Chase Freedom Unlimited, you get 3x not just on Walgreens but drugstores in general, 3x on dining, not just built dining, and then
Hmm.
1.5x on everything else. I
Hmm.
think it's a no-brainer option if you're gonna slap me with the option B.
Interesting. For sure. I just hope too this 1x on points 1x points on rent and mortgage. I hope that also means like with no 3% transaction fee or whatever your place is charging. I hope that means no transaction fees, right? I hope we don't get to a later tier and it's like, oh, pay 95 and then no foreign transaction fee, right? I hope that's not what I'm going to see. Let me bounce back to the chat here. Let me see what the deal is. Fun macaroni is underrated.
Oh,
Why do I have to see that? The first thing I see, Doc. And I'm gonna miss a lot, so bear with me as I'm going back and forth. Hey, Rod, what's going on, man? Hello, appreciate you being here, sir. Doc said, just some flour I saw hiking. Doc says, grocery
oh.
partner is not category. Kelby understands. That's right. So everyone's there agreeing with you. Lazy, what's going on? Mojo, what's going on? Rived, let's go, baby. JC says, I just buy a $500 grocery gift card on the first of every month, which is already at 2x. That typically covers me or gets close to covering my groceries for the month. Hmm.
Smart idea.
It's not a bad idea.
I mean,
I
it's
mean, if I
better
can go to
than hoarding
Publix,
toilet paper.
I mean, it's true, right? Like I wait. I have this barbecue sauce that I always like to buy. It's called Meat Mitch, and not Mitch's meat for those who are confused. Meat Mitch, and it's on
Extra
sale every now and again
clarification.
for yeah, for buy one get one free. And I wait until we get that. But this, buying a 2x gift card first of a month might be a little bit of an incentive. It might be maybe I don't have to wait necessarily for the buy one get one free. I mean, I'm always going to wait, but that's interesting. That's interesting. Fun says, should I be ashamed for buying a 50-cent pack of macaroni on Amazon for my one purchase to get my points on the AI Barclays card? I felt bad, but I still did it. That is hilarious.
Just
I,
do it.
I was trying to figure out the best purchase to make if it's just one purchase, like the Hawaiian card I got recently, or yeah, this AA card. It's just one purchase, you get all your points or miles. I ended up getting raw milk. I just happened to, that just happened to be the thing. And then some people were like, "Pff," and then, but 50 pack of macaroni is hilarious. Let's go. um, Doc says 6 team classic gold shirt. Yeah, I literally have 6 of them. Ritpa, what's going on? I want 2x catch-all, 1x mortgage. That's all. Yeah. Yeah, honestly, that's it. That's enough. That's enough for me. If I have that, I'm happy, to be honest. Dirk says Hilton surpass everyday card until I hit 15K free night. Yeah, it's also, it's a good option, for sure. Michael says living in Queens, Long Island, neighborhood dining. Yeah, for sure, absolutely. Definitely more out there. Memphis Mike says, hey, the Hobbit Hotel is not a retirement community. Oh my god. Yeah,
We're
man,
trying to
we
get
got to
in,
go back.
man. Yeah.
We emailed them and they were like, oh yeah, we'd love to have you, and then they just ghost us, like they just never mentioned it again. Meanwhile, they're probably paying people, like these sponsors. We see them on Instagram. People paying people. I don't know. Let's see. All $95 cards are lame. All of them?
It is kind of true, though.
It's got to be one, though, that's worth it, right?
Maybe the Bank of America one. There's a Bank of America. It's a black card. I don't remember the exact name of it, but it came with something that I thought was pretty unique.
Really? Let's see. This lady said, remember COVID time where it felt like owning a full business, buying all the toilet paper? Yeah, it's true. And masks. My dad was buying masks from people.
Really?
Some just random people. Andrew Beach. Maybe the mortgage thing would be a debit/ACH with 1 point for $2. Is that possible? Sure, but I would hate it if it was if it was like a 1 point per $2. Like I wouldn't like that. Reminds me of the Amex debit card, right? It's like 1 point per $2. I think that's what it was. Strata is good for 95. Matt says how? Oh god, Matt's gonna die on this hill. All right, so let's keep going. Let's get to the juicier stuff here. So I'm gonna go with option A because I like the 1.5 on everything. Can we see this? We're good. Okay. Option A, baby. Oh no! Now we're at the 95. Matt Clausen. Here we go. Okay, and I'm seeing credits. Let's see
I don't
here.
know. I think some of it's actually pretty interesting.
Let's see. And nobody wants to see credits nowadays. We're all like, I don't know. We're all like scared now. We're all scared with the recent years in the credit card world. You will see 2 options for the 95 fee card. Which option? I feel like I'm on a game show. It's like, choose one. If not, you go into a hole or something. Let's see which option. Okay, cool. Option A, 95. Okay, 1x points, rent and mortgage. Same. Now it's 5x, so 1x more on BILT neighborhood dining. 5x on hotels booked through BILT. Okay. All right, starting to get there with some of these other cards, like getting 5x through the portals and stuff like that. There's a few of them that do that. Interesting. Lyft, Walgreens, the same. 2x back, similar to the last option. Dining, grocery, gas. 1x on everything else, but then $170 in annual partner credits. Oh, what do we got here? $60 in BILT fitness credits. Huh.
Kind of useless for us, though.
Okay, so, yeah. So what's the deal with BILT fitness credit? Is this only in like New York? Is this like Equinox credit? What's the deal here?
I think it's like remind me if I'm wrong, but I believe it's like only Soul Cycles or something like that, and they're majorly just in like big cities.
Interesting. I mean, if it's just $60 towards Soul Cycle, I'm not interested, to be honest. If there was like a BILT gym, like if BILT can own everything and they could just have a BILT gym and launch it in South Carolina, yeah, I might go to it and that'll pay the monthly fee. I'm good with that. But yeah, if it's just some Soul Cycle where I can, do some cycling, and not the good kind of cycling too. If you know, you know. But
what's the
$60 Walgreens? Right. What's the bet? You don't want to know. Listen. You have to hang around the gym a little bit. People talk. They reach into the gym bag to get a needle in their hand.
That's enough, man.
that's enough. $60 a Walgreens. That's interesting. I know there's some people in the Discord. We're talking about Walgreens. They mentioned like, would this mean like I can go and get a prescription? Like if I have prescriptions at Walgreens, could I use $60 credits to pay for that, or is that a separate thing? I don't know. I'm not sure.
I would assume so. I mean, it feels like anything at Walgreens because they give you multipliers on your prescriptions.
Interesting. Yeah. So if I got to pick something up there, man, Like my dad, my dad gets some stuff for his health, right? You have some issues, maybe he can get this card, it'll help pay for some of that.
Well,
It's just I'm not at that stage of life right now where that means anything to me really. Unless,
like,
if you could buy more toilet paper with those credits, that can help, right?
wait, have you never been in a Walgreens? Like, you're, do you,
It's
what?
been a while, but
Okay. So I did a Walgreens credit card video when I first started my YouTube channel. So
hmm,
Walgreens is kind of like a convenience store. Some things in there are uppriced, and they sell toilet paper,
hmm,
snacks, drinks, and stuff like that. But
yeah.
what a lot of people in the comments were saying was that they liked the Walgreens credit card because there's like coupon hacking that you can do at Walgreens. So I thought the
Hmm.
$60 Walgreens credit, it's not my favorite because you have to prepay for it, but it may be something to think about.
I mean, yeah, if you can get 5x back on Walgreens, and if I'm assuming this is statement credits, right? You pay it and then it comes back to you in a couple days. I wonder if the 5x will count on the 62. If they're smart, it won't. you know, if they've learned
Like the
from everyone
Venture
else, it
X.
won't. Yeah, exactly. But that'd be cool. An additional 300 points, maybe. Hey, what's that worth to you? Um, just for those purchases. But yeah, if you can get some toiletries and stuff, why not? I can make use of it. Like if I had a $6 Walgreens on my CSP at 95, yeah, I'd make use of that for sure. Just with the daily stuff you need, toilet paper, whatever. And then $50 bill hotel credits, all with the bill hotel credits, man. Ooh,
You can book that. What was it again? Like, where did you stay?
it was it was in the hood. It was it was called a Quality Inn, I think. Was it a Quality Inn? Yeah, I think it was a Quality Inn. It was like the word. It was like a motel. It was all right though, but it was a little sketch. But yeah, I used my $50 CSP $50 hotel credit on that, and I guess I could do the same with Built, right?
Mm.
That would be interesting. Hmm. Hmm. I don't know. I mean, I think I feel as good about this as I do with the CSP. So I not a huge opinion on the hotel credit. But now I'm interested because are we going to see that on the 550 annual fee option? I'm not sure. We'll have to see. What's the other option? 5x built dining, Lyft, 3x dining, Walgreens. Okay, so 1x more on dining. On this one, 2x travel, which is what we have currently on the no annual fee card, 1x everything. Same credits, $170 in annual partner credits. So that's interesting. Out of these two, man, I don't know.
What you thinking, man?
Out of these two, I think, uh,
What's your thought process?
well, I guess like I don't know, like if there was no more travel, because it looks like the travel category is going away. If everyone's surveys like that wasn't on the last one with the no annual fee, so we don't have travel anymore. It's cool to have that on the build card. Again, if it could stack with that, but if not, who cares? With the built hotel credits. So, considering me personally, I don't really use any of the other multipliers. I mean, yeah, I might opt in for the travel one, maybe personally. I don't think I would care for either of these, to be honest. I wouldn't go for either of them.
Hmm.
I would just stick with a no annual fee and just use it for rent and mortgage. But if I had to choose one, I think I would go with the one with the travel. I don't know. What do you think?
Really, that's interesting. A lot of people I've talked to, they actually like the option A. I just feel like option B, it's really, when I'm comparing these cars, I'm thinking about the no annual fee version, like the other alternatives. And I think of the,
Mhm.
easy back fall would be the Freedom Unlimited. And I don't see it being that much different from the Freedom Unlimited other than the lift and the built dining.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I guess maybe if I take myself out of the equation, then yeah, I would say the first one because you get more of daily life covered with grocery. It's just I don't need it at the moment, so I'm just thinking like that. But yeah, I guess comparing it to everything else, sure. If most people are paying with their points anyway, who cares about the travel category? But all right, maybe you persuade me. We'll go with A for the general public. Let's go with A. All right, baby, let's do it, and then we'll go back to the comments. You will see two options for the 550 annual fee card. All right, so we're as high as how many different cards? The Hilton Aspire card is 550, right? We're up there with the Hilton Aspire. So for the same money, we get the Hilton Aspire. It's higher than the Venture X by $155. Interesting. we're 200 or more than the Delta Platinum. We're 100 less than the Delta Reserve. And we're the same annual fee as the Sapphire Reserve, right? So we have a lot of comparisons here, man. And
Yep.
almost, 150 more, you get a Platinum. So let's see if it's worth it. Hmm. All right. So I'm seeing some different stuff here. So I'm seeing option one is still the 1x, but I'm seeing on option B 1.25x points in rent on mortgage. This is a 25% bonus compared to other built cards. Huh.
So I did the math on this. I feel
Hmm.
like it would only be worth it is if your mortgage that you're paying is, I don't know, like $2,500 more. Uh, yeah, I believe that was the math for it
Hmm.
after the effective annual fee, just to break even. So you had to
Interesting.
be have to have a really expensive mortgage for it to be worth
Huh.
it.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, so you'd have to do 0.25 times, maybe whatever you're spending on your mortgage, maybe it's 30,000, uh, 30,000 a year on your mortgage, maybe something like that. Multiply that by that 0.25 and you can get a certain value back. Huh. Yeah, we'd have to see. Maybe we can do that after. Let's see the rest of this card, and then we can look into it. Let me see. So same 5x hotels booked through BILT. Okay, cool. Again, 5x neighborhood dining. So I'm wondering now, like they keep mentioning BILT neighborhood dining. Does that mean they're probably going to get rid of the multipliers, like the additional 3x you can get on the neighborhood restaurants, or is this going to replace it, or can you still get both, like 8x? I'm guessing they replace it, right?
So I would argue that they wouldn't replace it.
Hmm.
That you would be still be able to stack because when I registered for the dining program through American Airlines, it uses the same program. So if you register for the
Uh,
American Airlines one, it'll kick you off the Built one. If you register for the Built one, you can't use the American Airlines one. So
hmm.
it has to be a separate program.
Interesting. Okay, that would be cool. That'd be cool. I mean, look, if you start telling me I can get 8x on these dining places, I'm gonna purposely go on my Built app to try to find. I mean, that's what I did when I was in Charleston once. I was like, let's check this out, and it was like, oh, I could earn 10x at Coconut Joe's. Ended up being the worst place ever. We didn't go, but hey, I had that opportunity. But I will, like, personally, if I see an 8x somewhere, I'll start seeing if we have some places around us that are good. If they continue growing it in these cities, maybe. Hey, that would change my dining habits for sure. I mean, I change my dining habits all the time depending on who's going to offer me the most money. Like I use in kind now because obviously it's free, but you get credits and
Yeah.
stuff, and you can use that to pay your bills. So I just get everybody I know to sign up for it. They get $50, I get $50, and then I just only eat at in kind restaurants. Like I'm probably going to go there tomorrow actually.
Did
So
you see get the Valentine's Day credit? If you spend $50, you get $25 off if you sign up for in kind. So pretty good value, guys.
that is pretty good value. Oh yeah, I should have talked about that. I forgot about that. I should
Oh
have
yeah, in
mentioned
your
that.
newsletter.
Yeah, I should have mentioned that in the newsletter. Didn't really think about it. I
You
actually
should
thought
run
you had to
everything
pay,
through
you had to
me.
buy it. I should. Yeah, that's why you're here. Lyft Walgreens. Forex on direct flight bookings. Okay, interesting. Um, okay,
Comparable to the platinum.
yeah, apply that at 5x for direct flight bookings. Interesting. 2x dining, 1x everything else. And then what are we credits here? So we have $380 in annual partner credits. So we have a $200 bill travel hotel credit.
It's not bad.
Okay, so like a an Amex hotel credit, right? But have you looked through the Bilt's travel portal? I actually don't know who they use. I'm assuming it's not like an Expedia or something, like Delta
For some
does.
reason, I thought it was Expedia.
Is it really? Okay. So if that's the case, I mean you have a large swath of hotels to kind of go through.
Hmm.
Some are nice, some are not. But you can definitely make use of it for sure. I guess it's hard to compare this because like I don't know, $200 at an FHR hotel. It's like it's just so much more value for the other things that you get. But
Hmm.
I guess I would compare this more to like a Delta stays credit of 100 or of $200 on like the Delta Platinum Business or something like that. Um, which is okay. I mean, but you have the Delta cards, right? I mean, have you enjoyed your Delta stays credit? Like, do you look forward to using it?
I guess so. I mean, like, because the Delta Platinum with the Delta Stays credit and with all the companion pass and everything else, I think it's oversized value, so I think the hotel is just kind of like a nice bonus. Whether or not I'm like looking forward to it, I mean, it gives me more options.
Hmm. It's true. It's true. I feel like if I'm paying a 550 annual fee, I'm not excited to use it though. Like I just don't think like I'm sorry, I'm looking at this 120 bill fitness credit, okay, more soul cycle, $60 Walgreens. This isn't worth it to me.
No, it's not,
This just isn't worth it to me. This 550 annual fee for this. Like this
bro.
is not a card I would ever apply for. I don't think. It just
You
I mean
forgot
for
about the best
550,
bonus, man.
huh?
You forgot about the best part, man. Priority
Priority pay.
pass. I mean, you need to get another priority pass.
I have so many priority passes though, thanks to you, thanks to Key. I have a Venture X, a Ritz Carlton AU. I have my other cards that give me priority pass. I just don't. I don't think I need another one. It would be nice to go up to a priority pass place and just be like, I have three. Can I get like secret access? But um, and some people we know have like 50, right? They have like 50 priority pass. So I just don't think it's necessary. I forgot where I read it, but I read it somewhere something about well, yeah, I guess it was more. I think we. Oh yeah, well, on our live stream the other day, Richard Kerr, the VP of Travel, he mentioned something about nothing outside of Priority Pass, like no exceptional lounge building or access. We just don't want more of our consumer base complaining about overcrowding, right? I think he said something like that. So it might be safe to say they don't have any other access other than Priority Pass for at least a little bit, um, which for 550 you can get so much more. I feel. Yeah, I mean, if I'm just trying to compare it to a card that has similar credit, I'm like, I mean, like you mentioned, your
Reserve,
Delta
man.
Platinum, yeah, I mean, the Sapphire Reserve, even the Sapphire Reserve, I think would be a more easily justifiable card than this. Maybe I'm crazy, maybe I'm undervaluing the Walgreens toilet paper or the
Yeah,
Soul
man.
Cycle, but I just feel like it's not. But okay, let me see the other one. So the
Hey, hold on.
1.25x, yeah, what do we got here?
However, you might come out of the annual fee because SmartThink would pay you to go use that credit on Soul Cycle.
Smart
So
Thing says, I'd enjoy a video of Anthony trying out Soul Cycle. Might be worth the annual fee just for that. Can you imagine? I'll just be like this the whole time. Yeah,
hey
guys, it's not
guys,
bad. It's not bad, actually. It's not too bad. Anthony says none of the credits are worth it.
is that
Absolutely.
your opinion, Anthony?
Yeah, that's me actually. Oh, Lazy said got the newsletter yesterday. Have to give it a shout out for having actual useful good content, not useless crap like 98% of the newsletter. Wow, thank you, Lazy. That's like the nicest thing ever. I was so worried. I was like, this seems like crap. Does anybody care about this? But I just figured I had a Valentine's Day scare, and I was like, this is what I did and advise people to do if you need to book something quick. I was like, some of the portals, so little tricks here and there. So that means a lot. It actually means a lot to me, Lazy, because I'm very nervous about that. So if that's true, you're not just saying that, much appreciated, sir. That does mean a lot. If you want to
Oh,
join
I
the
thought so
newsletter,
too.
down in the description. What do you say, Calby?
Oh no, I thought the same thing about your newsletter. I thought it was really useful, especially that concierge story. I don't remember who used the concierge, but it was through the platinum. They got a fully booked out restaurant, and that's pretty impressive.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I was like, you know what, this would be good for people to know is because not everyone knows it's possible that you can do all that. So that's interesting. Well, thank you for that too, man. I appreciate that. Ian actually just used his $200 Delta States credit today. Yeah, I just feel like if I'm getting one of these cards, and I'll come back to you guys, I swear, afterwards. We're on the screen, right? I just feel like for 550, yeah, you can get a Sapphire Reserve, and that's if you're using some of your points in the portal, cool. I can get a Delta Platinum and a Delta Gold, $500. That's 500, so $50 less, and you'll get. And if we're talking the business versions, you get like $350 in hotel credit through Delta Stays, same Expedia. You'll get Resi, you'll get rideshare. Like I feel like more useful than SoulCycle or Walgreens. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy. But that and you get a companion certificate and you get everything else, right? So
Mm.
I feel like for the same fee, this is just not it. But you mentioned something interesting. So you said 1.25x on here. What's the break even on how much in mortgage for this extra multiplier to maybe make sense for the 550 annual fee, right? So let's see if we can do some quick math here.
Personally,
All
I
right.
valued all
Mhm.
the credits at 260, and that makes an effective annual fee of 290 if you wanted to do that.
Okay. All right. So let's see. Let's assume $0 for credits, and then we'll add it in. So let's say you have a mortgage of 2,000 a month, which actually for this audience, it's probably more like 3,000. Actually, I forget, we're not all in South Carolina. Let's say 3,000 a month. So that's 3,000 times 12. So that's what you'd be paying on your 550 annual fee built card. If you're just getting 1x, then you're getting 36,000 points, right? So I guess what would you ascribe a value to that? Would you ascribe that as a 1 cent per point? Is that a $360 in value back? Um, but I mean, you're getting the same. Whether I don't like, again, I don't know what they're going to do. Are they going to introduce a 0.95 and 550, or is it just going to be zero annual fee or 550? Because it's the $0 annual fee had 1x2, so you get this the same for no annual fee, right? But you said that there's a break even point on the 0.25. So let's see, 0.25%. That's an extra $90 in value. Is that really worth it? I'm not necessarily too sure. I guess if you're factoring in some of the credits, stuff like that. So I think I'm doing this right. That's 0.25% on the 36 grand is an extra $90 in value. Yeah. So I don't know if that makes sense to me. If you're spending, let's go crazy, 5,000 a month, times 12 is 60 grand. Geez,
That's a
can you
California
imagine?
home, man.
That is a California. Multiply that by the extra 2.5% you're getting from this car. That's 150. I don't know. Am I doing this wrong? Am I crazy? Or does this not make sense? Does this not make sense to me?
What do you mean?
I don't think this makes sense. At 1.25. I mean, why not 1.5? Why not that? Mike Newland, are they limiting? Appreciate that super chat as well. Tony Spot, Mike Newland, appreciate you, sir. He says, are they still limiting the rent amount to 1,000 a month with this change? So 1,000 points a month.
Was that always the limit? I don't think so. It's 100,000, right?
Oh, the rent. I had assumed he meant like the new 1,000 versus 10,000
Oh,
points you could earn. But
okay.
uh, if you mean rent amount, then yeah, I guess earning up to 100K. I'm not sure if that's going to change. And Daniel Turner says 5 grand is a 3 bedroom in DC. Wow. Oh
It's
my
crazy.
god, I'm so out of touch. Mike Newland. So thank you, Mike Newland, for that. I much appreciate that, sir. It means a lot, and just you always being here, man. So thank you, sir, for that. Yeah, I don't think it says anything though with the difference with the limits so far. So I guess we'll see, right? Um, yeah. So unless you see something, Calby, I don't think you know like, okay, so say we're at that 3 bedroom in DC, like Daniel mentioned, right? um that's your difference, I guess, $150 if you're considering your points at 2 cents per point. Maybe you're getting $300 in value back. Yeah, I mean, maybe you're starting to get somewhere. um you know I guess the idea is you're not necessarily spending money on you're not using a card to pay your mortgage anyway. So this should just be pure value add. You wouldn't be able to get anywhere else on paper. I know there's other services like plastic and all these different things, but you have to eat the 3% fee, what have you. This is assuming a 0% transaction fee, which is pretty cool. So if that's the case, yeah, I could see that. I could see it closing the gap on a 5K a month mortgage. Plus, which Calby, I want you to say again, how did you value these credits yourself? These ones, so $200 built credit,
Yeah, I
hotel
just
credit.
valued the $200 hotel credit and the Walgreens credit. I didn't value Priority Pass. Every credit card has Priority Pass, and the BILT Fitness credit. I would say, unless they opened it to like local gyms or something, I would say it's
Yeah.
zero.
So you're saying about 260 in usable value, plus the 2 cent per point valuation on 5K mortgage a month with the 1.25x multiplier. You just get back your annual fee in the form of credits and potential travel value on the 2 cent per
Hmm.
point valuation. I mean, if that's true, it's just not worth it to me. it's just not
Well, I
worth it.
mean, you're not paying a $5,000 mortgage, man.
That's what I'm saying. So I don't. I mean, how many people are paying 5 grand mortgage? I mean, I know there's a lot. It just
How much
seems
of a
like
house is that? Is it a
uh, I'd
million?
I would probably say like 800,000, probably around there, 750. Yeah, probably around there. I would say. Yeah. I'd say about 758, 850. 750, 850,000. Of course, depending on your rate, um, with the current rates. So yeah, that's interesting. Huh. Huh. So okay. So at face value, what are you thinking? What are your thoughts on this? For me, I don't think either one's worth it. But if I have to choose one, yeah, I'll go with this option with the 1.25x on rented mortgage because it's something extra, but I don't want either one. What do you think?
Yep, that's exactly my same thoughts. Like, they both kind of suck.
So, all right. So let me come back to the chat and then we'll continue on. I don't know what else we have there, but we'll see. So let me see here. So extra telco. So Doc says Anthony 3,000 versus 2,000 more extra 12K points worth $240. Yeah, so you're saying if if some credits as well that they're giving you in the partner value, I would say. On top of that, yeah, I mean, sure. I just don't think I just don't know. Here's what I really wanted to see. Let me get on my soapbox here. So what my hope with this was that if we were going to get a 550 annual fee option, obviously this is not in the interest of BILT whatsoever. This is not. But I was just thinking in my mind, if you could pay your mortgage through the BILT rent portal, right, and you can use any card you want, you just have to foot that 3% fee. And maybe let me parse it out. Maybe I'm not even talking about the 550 annual fee 95, the $0 BILT card. I'm saying, can I just pay BILT directly $100 a year? That's the annual fee, my membership to BILT. And then I can pay with any card I want through the BILT portal, and they waive the 3% fee. I don't know what that break even is for them. I don't know what makes sense, but I'm like, if I could just put any card I want to pay my mortgage through the BILT program, which you could do now, the rent and what have you. That's how I hit so many Ink Train subs last year. It was all through my rent through the BILT portal using my Ink card to pay. But I footed that 3% fee. Can I pay $100 annual fee for that to waive that 3%? I would love that. I would just pay bills. Don't even give me a card. I don't care. Just let me pay and leave the fees on there, and I'll happily pay it, and I'll beat that annual fee easily through all the welcome offers on the cards. Obviously, you'll beat them anyway with the 3% because welcome offers are so plentiful. That's why I did it. But I don't know. I just thought that would be interesting, and also again, like what most people mention in the Discord, which is like just a 2x everything. Don't give me anything else. I don't know. I feel like a lot of people would value that. I don't know.
That's all
Maybe
we
I'm
want. We're
crazy.
pretty simple.
Yeah, I mean, we don't need to. I mean, I was really looking through the comments in the in the Discord. A lot of people are like, "Why do we have to have credits? Why do we have to have any of this? Can we just have a simple system?" Um, like JC mentions here, or Jace. Do you think they go full Amex on the credits and break them up into monthly credits? I mean, it's true. It's like we actually don't have any clarity on that, right? I'm assuming these are yearly statement credits that you get, like the U.S. bar or something like that, or whatever. Yearly statement credits that you can use or not use, and maybe not broken up into monthly. Like I would hate to have $5 a month towards Walgreens like that. Oh, could you imagine $5 a month at Walgreens? You can't even. I mean, I think you can buy really discount Greenwise brand toilet paper for maybe that much, like an 8 pack. I think might be that much.
Buy
You
five
know.
single rolls.
Yeah, you might have to buy 5 single rolls. You might have to do it. There's a new paper towel roll I've been experimenting with. It has like a pig logo, and it's called like I think it's called Cha-Ching. Actually, it's the cheapest. It's the cheapest paper towel rolls. It's like 99 cents. I'm like, wow, that's pretty good. Right, like 89
But
cents actually. Hmm?
But honestly, with Amex credits, why I like them better than some of the other credit card benefits is usually, yeah, it's kind of annoying to use, but it's usually oversized as the annual fee, even though they're complicated.
Hmm.
For the American Express Gold card, What is it, 350, and but they give you credits that are close to like 400, 450, something like that. With the
Yeah.
platinum, yeah, they have like a lot of credits, but the annual fee is 695. But if you used all of them, it would be 1500.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, I wonder how they'll market it. They'd be like the built card, $95 annual fee with $300 in credits, and then you find out it's Soul Cycle and whatever, it's all these different things.
Right.
Doc says doing coupon book managing is hustling in and itself.
It really
Um,
is.
and Lady says, so that's an additional $150 with $200 credits. So basically 350. So kind of not worth it. You have to pay and hustle to make it worth. Hustling their real job is already enough. Oh, and Doc was saying that managing is hustle. You have to hustle. But it's true. Yeah, it's you're right, Lazy, for sure. I get that. I don't know. Will they still have the no annual fee card, or is this completely replacing it? Seems like they're going to have the no annual fee card and just issue a new annual fee card. I don't see how they would ever not do that. Yeah, I think they'll always have the original card. I mean that would be like the worst thing if they just can't all your cards are canceled. Which I mean technically, with your card that happened, right? The Evolve bank issued one, they canceled all of them.
Yeah.
With all the issues. So um,
One thing, though, to know for these surveys is I've done a lot of these. I've gotten surveys from Chase, from Amex, from
yeah.
Capital One. Most of the time, they don't actually implement a lot of the stuff on these surveys. Maybe they're just like trying to figure out what people really want, type of thing.
Hmm. Yeah, and for the most part, I think the most recent one we all did was the World of Hyatt, like a premium World of Hyatt card, right? I think they were
Mhm.
estimating a 550 annual fee. I don't know why that's the number. All of a sudden, everybody wants a 550 annual fee card. It's not cool. It's not the cool thing to have a 550 card, guys. No, I'm just kidding. But I remember very basically they just take whatever they see in the marketplace and they'll just add it into the survey. They will say a $300 travel credit. They will say premium hotel status and perks. They'll say Uber credits. Like they'll just basically put everything from every card and put them all on the survey and just get people's thoughts on it. Um, so it's not like out of nowhere thoughts, but I think it's pretty. I think that in a survey like this, it's slightly different than the norm for sure. More built centric, I would say. Andy says, I wonder how long it'll take to do the change. Yeah, true. Doc says, what benefits would you like to see on a 995 built card?
Oh, Lord.
So now you're at luxury card level. That's pretty high, man. That's pretty high. I don't know.
Unlimited Blade Lounge access. You don't have to go to the airport. So if you live in New York, that's free. That's free dinner, man. Get
That's
free Build
true.
Cafe.
That would be cool. $1,000 a year, but you get unlimited. Well, maybe two built flights a month or something like that. I feel like unlimited would be really crazy.
Oh, I'm talking
Uh,
about like just going into the
oh,
lounge.
just a lounge. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So maybe one free built flight a month. Most people probably not going to take advantage, but a lot of people will. I'll go move back to New York just to do that, and just to go to Newark and then
This
just say,
guy's
all right,
from
I'm
Casey
stranded.
Neistat.
Right? Yeah, I'm walking around. Um, yeah, that would be interesting. I mean, how would you feel? I don't know, $1,000. I mean, could you give us a 3x on mortgage? Like, does that make sense? I don't know. I mean, we could do the math all day, right? Um, what else would I like to see? I just don't feel like I want. I just don't feel like I want credits. Like I kind of just want a membership card, almost like the platinum, but a membership card to a bank like an Amex or whatever, and just give me like all the lounges, give me access to the FHRs and these hotel programs, and I just feel like for a smaller fee, you can get all the things you want. But then everyone would opt into that and just, then again, more overcrowding and stuff. So I don't know. Um,
Hey man, people
so
pay for $1,000 for the Mastercard Gold Card. It's made out of 24 karat gold. Pretty nice offer, man.
that's true. Yeah. I mean, if they could make it so that the built card, if you melt it down, is worth more than $1,000, when are we going to get a card that gives us like 1,000 off your mortgage or something? Like, we'll give you $1,000 in credits towards your mortgage or something. I don't know.
That'd be pretty.
I mean, maybe that would be interesting if they say if you buy with us, we'll give you a credit towards your house or something. We'll give you like $1,000, with the card. I don't know. Maybe something there. I don't know.
I mean, it's
We're
kind of
just
like
trying
that
to.
with already, right? with
Huh?
the home purchasing program, like depending on some of the
True.
houses you can buy, it's like 200,000 points. That's like, even if you valued 1 cent per point, that's $3,000, man.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, I guess you're right with that. You can get a lot of value from buying the house. So I guess you already have those perks. Yeah, it's a good point. It's a good point. Smart Thing says Anthony needs to email Anchor and ask for an interview. He literally emails you, and you really think
Right.
it? Could you imagine if I could? That'd be so funny.
Dude, he replied back to my X or Twitter post.
Did he really?
Yeah, when the issue was happening, he messaged me directly.
Oh, that's right. That's right. When you shut down Built for a day, right? When you shut them down for a day.
Yeah.
So that's right. He messaged. What did he say again? I forgot.
He just said, so it was when they were canceling my card, or not canceling my card, they like stopped my card. They basically is like, hey, we're gonna look into this and we'll message you further what's going on and all that stuff. That
Hmm.
was basically it.
Yeah. Okay. I get 30K Built points a year for the $0 annual fee, HOA and mortgage. Any card would be a downgrade. Uh yeah. Yeah. I think that's why no one's necessarily happy about this. He mails all customers from his email. That's funny. Lazy says 3% from 3K is $90. 90 times 12 is 1,080. $100 annual fee won't make sense for them. At the end of the day, they are a bank and want to make money. Makes sense. Makes sense. For sure. But again, that's why I'm like, this is my dream. Let me hit all my welcome offers on cards that are not built. Obviously, it does not work for them because why would it? 100% they will. Ian says 100% they will split up the credits. They haven't done anything else, right? Have they? Oh,
Well,
nothing, right? Are you sure? That'd be crazy.
you know what? They're probably bleeding money, and I don't know why they're not like wanting to fix it more. Is all the built fraud? Like they're sending out metal cards to people just for all these fraud transactions. It has to be costing them money, right?
Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Interesting. MR says, unless you're in this chat, most folks don't ever seem to use all their credits, and that's what they're banking on. I mean, it's
Yeah.
essentially like gift carding, right? Like just hand gift cards, and nobody's going to use them really, unless we're in the chat. Danny Boy, 5 spot. Thank you, sir. Damn, these two hotties. Ooh, Calby. Every time Calby's with me, that's when we get some of the hottie comments or whoa, here's look at this pairing. So Calby, you have a modeling career ahead of you because I don't get this when I'm solo. So
Maybe
just let
people
you
are
know.
just comparing and then realize that you're more handsome than me.
Yeah, right. I'm busted right now. Um, but thank you, Danny Boy. I appreciate you being here for the 5 spot, of course, and for the compliment. But it's more for Calby. Daily toilet paper credit, Lazy. Absolutely agreed. For sure.
Yeah.
Uh,
The credit Americans can stand behind.
yeah, right. A $300 toilet paper credit. Yeah, we need something like that. Yeah, we need that. A $995 built card better includes 600 groceries credit and 300. Yeah, when are we getting a grocery credit? That's not like DoorDash
Hmm.
and stuff, or Instacart. I mean, I guess we have Instacart on this. Well, not anymore, I don't think, but on the CSP, I had that. I used that. So I don't know. I don't know. Uh, Let me see here. They should have added automatic silver status for a $95 annual fee and gold. Yeah, it seems as
Hmm.
if that might be a thing. I did read somebody say that, like you get gold for 550 annual fee, silver, and you get some extra bonuses and better transfer bonuses at those tiers. I think it's interesting. I'm surprised they wouldn't like test it in there unless it's really like I don't know, they want to shock people with it. I don't know because
I can see that.
a lot of people do. Like I remember talking to Lonnie, he was like, I would try to hit the 100K to hit platinum status, but they raised it to 200K. He hit it last year, but he doesn't want to hit it this year because they upped it, right?
Hmm.
So yeah, that's interesting. Smart Thing says unlimited coffee at Starbucks isn't even a thing on their own credit card. They just want your 30% interest forever. what do you, I'm not fully. Did I miss something? I might have missed something. I'm not sure. I'm not
I
sure. I know you
know
mentioned
the
coffee, but
Avon investor, they sent out a bunch of emails, a bunch of ads saying that like you get a free Starbucks coffee on them per month. I don't know if that's
hmm,
related. I thought it was
interesting.
weird.
um, Nicholas says, why don't they just close down the build card and switch us all to autograph journey? Yeah, then we just call it a day. Just just call it a day.
You,
Anchor is, huh?
can you imagine how many people will riot at Wells Fargo? Because I feel like they
Oh,
only picked up the built card just to fix out their image, but maybe I'm wrong about that.
you think so? You think they did that purely for image
Yeah,
reasons?
I think
Hmm.
so. I mean, a card that people can get behind and people love versus at that time, Wells Fargo was under a lot of attack for being a bank, really.
Yeah, interesting. Your brother says, by the way, is it just me or Calby's audio levels lower than it? Yeah, I would say so.
Could be.
Definitely lower. But yeah, that's whatever. Doc says, Anchor is living the high life on yachts. Yeah, and he needs. Yeah, he needs.
Germans,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, he needs more. Actually. Um. Oh yeah, people are saying your audio is low.
Is it better now?
Why? I think it's a little louder. Yeah. Hey, why are you so quiet, man? What's the problem? Rodrigo says Anthony's thinking of the Founders card. Yeah, the Founders card's interesting. I mean, I like the idea of it. I do. They actually have like the most extensive. I don't know if you've ever gone through, Calby, like the Founders card, all the benefits that come with it. So the memberships, the some of the bonuses you get on. The list never ends. Like I don't even think I've ever gotten to the end of it. Like I just kept scrolling and scrolling, and then something came up and I couldn't finish it. But it just goes on forever. The amount of benefits you get on them are most. I think people who are really in the like really traveling heavy, like people like I don't know, like GP Knowledge, what have you. I think they can really take advantage. I can't right now, but yeah, I mean, look, give me a Founders Card membership.
Well, one issue with the Founders card is a lot of it is restricted under that $1,000 annual fee. Versus if you
Yeah,
just get the basic one, yeah, you don't really get access to nothing.
yeah. I will say you're actually lower now. Your voice, I hear you less. And
Better?
Nicholas's Founders Card is junk. Yeah, unfortunately, it's like a lot of the stuff I just can't use. And, I think a lot of people can't. Ian asked, Cabby, hey, Cabby. I know he fixed it after that. Cabby, when is the Founders Concierge video coming out? You and Joe Gretto were planning a Founders Concierge video. When's it coming out, man? People want to
Can you
know.
hear me?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So I messaged Joe. Unfortunately though, Joe is sick and he's gonna be busy, so it may be around March probably.
Okay. All right, not bad. Oh, Yuri's here. What's going on, Yuri?
Hey
What's
Yuri.
uh what's popping? Wonder Tech says, think about set up a bootleg property management company. Your girlfriend pays your 5K rent and you get bill points. Very easy to do. And Wells Fargo loses a ton of money. Um, I mean, listen, I've heard of people doing some similar stuff, man. You never know. Let's see here. He does have nice skin. Yeah, Calvi. What the Calvi, you must have a filter on. I don't believe that's your real skin. There's no way.
It's still lighting.
Oh, really? How about this?
It's
Watch
just
this.
everything bright.
See my face right now? I'm about to hit you with something. Let's see. Ooh, look at my skin now.
There you go, man.
How's my skin
Real
now,
red.
man? Look at that filter.
Looks like you've been drinking a lot tonight.
I'm very flush. But look at it's crazy what it does, right? It touched me up. Made me
Yep.
put makeup on.
I mean, this
Filmo
blur
says
background is pretty crazy.
huh?
The blur background?
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Filmo actually has a great point here. If the build card was triangle shaped, I'd pay $550 for it. Yeah, it's a good point. It's a good point. All right, so hold up. We didn't finish yet, actually. So you know what? I kind of want to finish, and then we'll come back. Because all right, so back to. Can we see this, Cal? But you can see my screen.
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay. So I think me and you both agree. If you have to choose 1.25, right? I think. All right. So let's move on. Because oh wow, now we have all the tiers. We have 0, 95, 550. Out of all the options you just selected, which build card are you most inclined to get? So these are the ones we chose. We chose the no annual fee at a 1.5x catch-all. Cool. 95 annual fee. The one that gave 2x dining, groceries, gas, and some credits. And then the 1.25 on the 550. If I were to choose any of these, yeah, I mean the most valuable 100% is the no annual fee one for me. What do you think?
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah, I think we could all agree to that, right? Everybody in the chat, does everyone say option A? Like, I mean, I don't know. I mean, Doc might say the 550. You know, he's got like multiple houses. You know, that might make sense. So we'll have to. I don't know. Well, I'm gonna go with A. Which two reward categories matter most to you? We have grocery, travel,
Grocery.
gas, health and wellness, and rewards. Yeah, groceries 100%. Um,
Anthony's like, where's the butcher category?
yeah, where is that? The health and wellness. See, it's like if it's true, if it's like, I don't know, somehow they'll code towards a gym membership, which obviously it's not. You know, or maybe it can, who knows? Then sure, you know, I can pay my gym membership with that. Cool. But if I had to choose two, yeah, grocery and dining, I would say, for me personally. Same for you or no?
Yeah, that's basically what I chose too. Yeah.
Okay. And then last question. Which two card benefits matter most to you? Make between one and two choices. What about, never mind. All right. So we have airport lounge access priority pass. So is there no way to get more? We're only kicking streaming service credits. So this is like what I was talking about earlier, where all of the surveys end up coming here, where they throw in all the other like we have rideshare credits that we have on Amex cards, streaming service entertainment credit that we have on Amex cards, right? Fitness gym credits. That's I mean, I think.
What are you thinking, man?
What's that card you found? The really healthy one?
It's Nest. They actually shut down.
Did they really?
Yep. It was a
Oh
Nest card.
man.
It was targeted towards like New Yorkers specifically. It gave you like pretty interesting credits. It was like $60 or $10 credit for like a salad bar place. It was
Yeah.
pretty cool. So, but
Oh man.
I don't know. They lost money, shut down.
Shut down. Sorry to know you, Nest. Sorry. Airline status boost. So that'd be pretty cool. I mean, so that would be pretty interesting because yeah, I mean, if you can get obviously like the implementation of my thoughts are never, they never make sense, but I just like to theorize things. um you know, when I mentioned, like we mentioned earlier, the Delta Platinum card, you get 2500 MQDs, halfway to silver status with Delta. Could I theoretically get that same boost somehow via a build card, and I don't have to have a Delta card to get that? I don't know, maybe, but that would be interesting. Is there a way? You know, is there a possibility of that? I would be that would I like that. You know, so I'm gonna choose that actually. I might choose
I
that
mean,
because.
oh, sorry. I mean, with the built right now, if you get platinum status with them, you get the Air France status match. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's true. So I guess I would wonder: is it a mix between status matching, or is it like an actual boost towards status? So maybe the airline if you're choosing in some way. I don't know. I don't know how that works on the back end. But I would just say right. I'll just go down the list. If it's just priority pass, no. Obviously, nobody's worried about that in our space. Streaming service credits. I mean, I could see value if it's Netflix. You know, we got to watch the next Squid Games, right, when it comes out. Uh,
Nah,
we,
man. Netflix is
we
increasing their fees too much, man.
it's as long as they increase in line. You know, if there's a credit for the Netflix, right, it's you know, we're good. Um, so if it's, you know, I could see some people liking that. You know, I still think that the Amex Blue every day or preferred with the Disney bundle could be useful for some. You know, my household included. Fitness gym credits. I hope, like, isn't it going to be anything other than Soul Cycle? I don't know. Rideshare. Uh, I just don't. These are the things we don't like, right? Entertainment, like the Wall Street Journal. Like, no, no,
Wall Street
no.
Journal, man.
And this is basically like combining the two, right? Our entertainment credit on the platinum would cover some of the streaming services in some cases. So, what is this purchase credit? What does this mean, Calvi? What the hell is purchase
A
credits?
Walmart credit, man. Whenever you shop at Walmart, you get some credits.
Give us a grocery. Yeah, give me a Publix credit. I'll be happy with that. Hotel status boost. Okay. Are they any hotels? I mean, look, if you can get me a $95 annual fee built card that gave me Hilton Gold status, I take it. I take it tomorrow.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things they could change. That means I don't have to get a Hilton Surpass, and obviously Surpass has some good credits itself. But I'm just saying, like on a gold status, like give me a 95 fee with a Hilton Gold. I'm happy with that. I'm actually pretty happy with that personally. Any other status? Probably not at the moment, but it's just me. Car rental credit. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I just don't care. I just don't care. It's just so rare that I care. Travel concierge support. What does that
They
mean?
already have that.
Yeah, they do, right? And a fairly good one at that. But
Yeah.
maybe they're going to take it away. Only for our premium members do you actually get a direct call, a direct support line. Like I think Robinhood did that many years ago. If you had enough in assets, then you'd have like a direct line or something. Or like JP Morgan does that, I think, when you're a private client. Luxury hotel perks. Oh, okay, so that's cool. What does that mean though? Are we talking hotel status boosts like Hilton Gold, or are we talking luxury hotel perks like some of the benefits you would get just by booking through like the partner programs like we've been doing MasterCard, right? Which BILT technically already has by being a MasterCard World Elite, but would they have it inherent to that? I don't know. How do you read that? Luxury hotel perks.
Yeah, that's how I read it. I mean, even though it doubles up, the Chase Sapphire Reserve, you have access to the Visa Luxury Hotel Collection and the Chase Sapphire
True.
Reserve, whatever they call it, collection.
Mm-hmm.
So I could see them
Yeah.
opening up their version.
Yeah, I mean, if they could if they have a direct way to book in that way, like that, the one downside with Mastercard luxury hotel program is you can't pay with points directly, right? Like you can cash out points and pay for it, but for the most part, you're paying cash when you get to the hotel. But if they could make it a way to add all those perks onto it, and I could pay with my bill points, I mean, yeah, that would push me to 100% start trying to earn more bill points. I like that a ton. And then TSA pre-check and clear. I mean, we get that on a lot of the cards. So I would actually go with these two for me personally. I think those would be the highest ROI. Maybe I'll even say the hotel instead of the airline. Depends how much of each, but yeah, I could see that. I could see that. Maybe I'll do that just to be a little different. Do you remember what you chose for this?
I believe what I chose was airline status boost and hotel status boost. I thought those were pretty powerful, especially since they're usually harder to get. But no, I
Interesting.
agree with you. The luxury hotel perks are pretty nice, especially since MasterCard is kind of limited compared to American Express, what they offer.
Hmm. Yeah. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. What else we got? Thanks for the feedback. All right, let's do the survey again, baby. No, I'm kidding. So that's it. That's what we got. So okay, so we have some interesting stuff. Let's see what the people are saying. And then we could probably go into something else here. So let's see. Doc would pay the 95 BILT Platinum. Pay 99 for BILT Platinum. Yeah. See, I could see that. I mean, the
Taking those
one,
helicopter rides.
yeah, the one ride on there would be pretty powerful. So Jay says, did y'all catch that the $95 has 3x dining, but the 550 options don't?
Oh, I didn't notice that.
I must have just I should have really looked at it again, but yeah, I mean, what the hell is that? I mean, I mean, are we kidding? You're gonna force me to keep my Sapphire Preferred or my Freedom Unlimited or my Freedom Flex or my name another Chase card that has 3x dining. So so oh wow. So wait, that was 10:11. What time is it? It's in 23. Oh, I'm 12 minutes behind, boy. Mike says, don't lean back. Yeah, Callie, don't lean back because we want to hear you. Lazy says, BILT want to be a premium card company, but the barrier to the premium cards world is high that people mostly only trust VentureX, CSR, and Plaid and don't care about the other premium cards and pick directly one of those three. Huh.
The city
I
card
mean,
man might be coming.
that's true. That's true. That is true. Yeah, I guess
I
some people
think.
don't. Hmm?
Oh, sorry. I think too with the Venture X, the Capital One wasn't a big player in this game until they came out with the Venture
Yeah.
X. So I feel like if you release a good card, we're gonna gravitate towards it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's US bar took a while, but then all of a sudden, everybody loved it. Then it came to mass market, everybody loved it, and then it's gone again. It's gone again after a few years. The Avenger says pretty soon we'll be seeing videos on if the built trifecta is worth it. Well, some
The build
people a little,
trifecta.
early to this years ago. But you're right. All of a sudden we're going to be like, is the built trifecta the best? I'm thinking of my Lilith intro. In my hand is the built card. I don't know if you guys saw that short, but remember when we were at FinCon with a few folks, Lilith cornered me in an elevator and he started filming me for a video, a short. And he was like, "Do you prefer the capital event?" Just screaming.
You're just dying on the floor laughing.
Oh, it was so funny because it's so true. We've probably all done it, but we used to be so hyper on it, or at least I used to be so hyper on the videos. We're like, this is my, a little more mellow nowadays, but
Just taking his chill pill.
yeah. So that's funny. Lisa's popping. What's going on, Lisa? Go check out her channel, All About Stocks, Lisa J Stocks. We were just on a community live the other day. Definitely some great info for sure. So appreciate you stopping by. Nicholas says, why don't they leave the card the same for the people that hold the card now and change for the new applicants like Capital One did with the Saver card? That's pretty interesting. Oh, imagine we could be one of those people if we have the OG built card, the OG one before they added. Like I was around before they introduced all of the. In fact, we're so old we had to deal with the Evolve Bank issue one. It wasn't even issued by Wells Fargo. We're going to be those people, and then new credit card YouTube is going to say, which flavor of the built card is good for you? That'll be the new. which flavor of the built card tastes the best? So, Kelby, if you have to leave, you let me know. I'm just being stupid now.
I'm here for it, man.
All right. Lazy says, I can't imagine the reaction of supermarket cashier seeing me pay with a triangle. Oh, a triangle card. Yeah, right. How would you? Well, I guess the one side could be a chip. The back end, unless it's like an isosceles, because then you can't fit it in the chip reader.
Yeah,
it would have to be an equilateral triangle. You couldn't do scalene or isosceles because it wouldn't fit in the chip reader. Actually,
you dropping math facts here.
Hey man, listen. I went through high school, so I made it. I made it through barely.
GED.
Yeah, man. My average in high school was like a 67. I think I just passed.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I had the worst. Yeah. So, but you have an interesting card you've been using. Yeah, I don't know if you've shared it on a video, but you didn't. Yeah.
So I was actually going to say that at a grocery store and a butcher shop, I used a clear credit card. It's right now as a prototype, but I'm hoping to make a glass credit card. And yeah, I got some stares for that. They're like, "What are you doing? It kind of looks like you're not paying with anything."
We need to do a video. I'll come to you or you come to me, and we'll do like people's reaction to your credit card. If you guys don't know, Calby did a video. He melted his Amex was it rose gold? It was a rose gold card.
Yeah.
The Amex rose gold. He melted it in like boiling water. Got the wire, put it on a piece of plastic that's completely clear, and the tap to pay still works. And that's what he's talking about with the clear card. So that's hilarious if like you pay and it's completely clear and people can't see. You look like you're just paying with air. Like if they look at it at the right angle, it'll look completely transparent. And it's like, how did he do that? How did he pay for that? So we should do a video like people's reactions to me paying with my clear credit card or like my transparent credit card or something like that. I feel like it could do well, triangle card sounds like a pyramid scheme.
Hey man, it's Anchor.
Right. That's why he's at the pyramid. That's why he was at the pyramids. 550 Illuminati confirmed. That's why he had the wedding at the pyramids. He's been signaling us all along, guys. You never know. You never know with these guys. It's like gym counts to wellness or not. Who knows? We're assuming Soul Cycle. But we don't know. Triangle build card should come with Doritos seasoning. Oh my goodness. This is my Doritos credit card. Yeah, you actually could probably go like a Doritos wrap on it. Oh my God. Nicholas says you have to copy the Wander card with the correct one for the $95 one. Could be overpowered depending on the seasoning. True. Cool Ranch nacho cheese would be generous. Calby, you're married too, right? Doc says.
Oh yeah, been married since I was 18.
Yeah, man. That
It's
means he's
pretty
been married
crazy.
for 30
10
years.
years now. 10 years
Wow.
anniversary.
Yeah,
Is
Calby's been married for a long time, longer than most people have been alive, actually.
What?
It's kind of crazy,
Yeah.
you know. It's what's the key to a long marriage? A decade long? What's the secret, man? We got to hear.
Just communication, work together, man.
Hell yeah, hell yeah! I love it. I love it. Is that your advice to me? I'm married for is it just a year and a half? You know, what's your
This
advice?
guy doesn't even know his anniversary. That's the
Step one,
first
no.
issue.
Yeah. I'll start communicating more. Usually I just say, shut up. But I'll try to communicate more. Oh God. Built giving status boost at Delta would make Amex super angry and just go all into buy Built to shut it down. I mean, it's true. Alaskan status, yeah, man. Never know. Never know. One thing, Doc. Oh, Calby has some thoughts on this. Do you guys believe the statistic that 1% of US GDP is Delta credit card spend? I
What?
mean,
What do you mean?
I think well, like the stat that's always out there, it's like, well, the amount of money that was put through Delta cards equals 1% of US GDP.
Oh
Um,
wow.
I mean, so you say believe that statistic. So I read that. I just assumed that was a fact, but is that like not a fact?
I
I mean,
could
I
definitely see it's a fact because Delta's business model, half of it is just credit cards. They're basically a bank.
yeah, definitely, yeah, a credit card that happens to fly people every now and again to places. Yeah, I mean, it was what was it like? Yeah, 7 billion on their credit cards, 4.5 of profit or something like that. I think
Yeah.
we saw when we were going through it. Chuck E. Cheese credits, true. Vilmo, peak date night credits right there, Joshua. Oh my goodness, this is way off base. But does anyone have an experience getting access to their parents' Medicaid accounts? What?
What?
What the heck?
You gotta ask Elon for that.
Oh yeah, apparently Elon's in there, so you could ask him for all that stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think it's the same way as with the Got Mask card war the lead. Okay, okay. All right, interesting. Yuri says, "Who cares about 3x dining? Almost every card is 3x dining. I guess just like what's the currency you want to earn? You know,
Mhm.
do you want some city? Do you want some built? In my hand is the OG built card. I need to catch up because I really need these. Oh god. In my hand is the OG. I can hear it. I can hear it. I'll do it.
You gotta do it, man.
Oh god. You guys you guys were just little babies back then, but when I got my card, wow, amazing. We'll see the climbing the built credit card ladder. Wow.
Hmm.
And that's actually an interesting idea. Everyone talks about the credit card ladder in general, but never like how to I don't know how
Like a
to
specific issuer.
yeah, the Hilton ladder,
Oh,
right? 0 to 150 to 550.
I could see like
Like
a Chase one doing really well, especially with 524.
yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, how to climb the chase ladder. That might be a good video actually. Yeah, I think people would be interested in that. Maybe not this crowd, but can we make the chip a triangle too? The Pythagoras card when? Oh my goodness, Mr. ROI's in here. Oh god, missed my life on Earth. Do people still use physical cards these days? Yeah, I use a physical card always. I mean, except at the
Anthony
grocery
doesn't know how
store.
to set. Oh yeah, that's true. Anthony doesn't know how to set up Apple Pay.
Yeah, I don't really know. I mean, I think I could figure it out. Like I added my Amex card to the wallet the other day because I was trying to do something with it, but I figured it out. Um,
I'm just
uh,
joking, man.
it's true. That's true though. Sounds Pythagorisky to me. Damn, imagine dropping a glass credit card. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
How funny is that? Where I said this before. I said, are you gonna like shove it in there and it's just gonna like, don't get crazy, shove it in there, but shove it in there and it just shatters.
That's
How
something I have
crazy
to
would that
figure
be?
out, man. It's definitely gonna happen. I just need to find a glass maker. Some people aren't
Yeah,
willing to do it.
if there's anybody in the chat who knows any glass makers, or can help him make a glass credit card. He's been trying to find somebody. He'll shout out your business. So if you know, you got everybody, like, you know, everybody knows somebody that knows somebody, right? So like if you have 100 people in here, maybe we know somebody who's a glass, you know, blower or whatever you call them. Ian says, where the hell do you live that 67 is passing? That was New York, my friend. We had very high standards. But this was before they lowered it to like 55. Like, or yeah, I think they lowered it. I don't know if they lowered. Actually, I don't know. But someone told me there was like a 55. Like you could pass with 55. Then in New York, when I was growing up, it was 65 for passing. So I got like 66, I think, or 67, something like that. Is it same in Ohio?
Honestly, I never kept track of how much I could barely pass with. I was a
Yeah, 'cause
BA student, man. I was a Malaysian.
what? Wait, a what? A
A
Malaysian?
Malaysian.
What's a
That's why
Malaysian?
Asians have to get A's because it starts with Asians. Asians.
I see.
You never heard that joke before?
No, no. I've heard of like, you know, American-born Chinese, like ABCs, so you get an A, you know. But I never heard that. A is Asian, so you got an A on it. But you said you were A and B, so you were actually like kind of like dishonoring, from what I hear, you know. So,
Yeah, unfortunately.
so, unbelievable. Canceled.
That's why I'm on YouTube now.
Yeah, we're all good. See, like you got A's, I got D's technically, and we both end up in the same place, man. That's the thing. You know, that's it reminds me of those videos of people hiding the cable in their mask and ask if they're paying to card terminal, get closer to automatically pays. What is that? You know
You
what that
never
is?
seen that? Yeah, yeah, yeah. So there's like a meme video, and the guy, he's like, oh, he like pretends that he lost his wallet. He's wearing a mask, and he does like a prayer, and then he just grabs a terminal and puts it to his face, and then it pays, and then the cashier's like, huh, what's going on?
Oh, I see. That's funny. Yeah, maybe you can do something like that. We can make it go viral. You can do something crazy. Yeah. Yeah, I'll have to think of something. Like I'll paying with my mason jar, you know, or something. Um, Lazy says, I think the secret to a long marriage is a transparent. Lazy's
You
killing
gotta be
us today.
transparent.
In my hand is the transparent card, the key to a long marriage. I
I might
really
have to
wish
use
Follett
that.
was here because he would. Oh God, that would be so funny. I think a marriage longer than you two have been alive. Wow,
Mhm.
that's crazy.
Nice.
Let's go, Philo. We got to hear your thing, your secrets. The secret to a successful marriage is getting approved for the capital. I know, right? We would
Yeah.
freaking.
All right. Anthony's marriage down the drain.
Yeah, I'll never actually have it. That's funny. So far in Vietnam, of those who accept credit cards, about 98% accept mobile pay. I don't carry physical cards here. Interesting.
Hmm.
Interesting. Ian says 1% is 277.2 billion. So no. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever people were saying, I forgot when that was going around. People were like, "Can you believe that they are spending 1% of GDP on the cards, or putting through 1% of GDP?" But, you know, I don't know. Maybe there's different language whenever that was going around. Any thoughts on the new or Supercell? Any thoughts on the new Chase card coming out? I believe it's called Chase Palm, something like that. Ruber. Yeah, I don't know. I think we looked at it in one stream and I already forgot what it came with. Wasn't it like a 500 annual fee or 300? I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll move on. I just maybe I don't know. Fine. Make me feel bad. I forgot what it's about. All right, the palm card. All right, I'm sorry, I forgot. What's the oh yeah, that's what it was. It was yeah, okay. Business palm card. It's business card.
Oh my
150 sign
god,
up bonus. 790.
700.
Yeah. Oh yeah, $400. Okay, now I'm remembering. Right. $400 travel credit. 790 fee. New color scheme. Slated for
Instead
March
of
rollout.
blue, it's gonna be navy blue.
Yeah. Right. 150K for 15K spends. Yeah, that's interesting. I just don't. I mean, if that's it, whatever. I'm not interested, but I'm sure there's going to be more. You know, for sure. Vincent says Amex can bring back their everyday cards as glass cards instead of clear plastic stickers. Yeah, true, very true. Oh, Tristan said I graduated high school in Ohio and passing was 60 and up. Look at that. New York had higher expectations.
You
Yeah,
weren't
no, you're
that far off, man.
65 is big. Leaked Anthony sent the email. Hello, Capital One. Can you accept me for VentureX? My marriage is on the line. Oh my goodness. You think? You think they would actually, I'm gonna start sending emails everywhere and see if I get replies. Oh, DocX, Calby, any skincare routine tips?
I think it's literally just the light in the iPhone like fixing it. I don't. My skin's not that clear.
I'm gonna become clear again. Did it do it? Wait, it's about to do it. You ready? Make me clear. Make me clear. It's not touching it up. It doesn't want to touch. It doesn't want to touch it up. Now it's
Not
just
everyone
loading.
can be a transparent card, man. You can't be clear.
Damn it. Damn it. Let's see. Filmo says the secret to a successful marriage is opening cards in her name while she's asleep. This is the greatest life advice I've ever seen. Actually, this is amazing. We need more of this. Actually, we need more. Lisa says, and booking her flight with the points, acting as if you paid $5,000 for a flight seat, but you paid it with points. Yeah, see, that's something you could do early on in the relationship before they know about points and miles. You could just be like, yeah, this is a 5K flight, all expenses paid, vacation. Be like, wow, you spent that on me? On me? And then you realize it's like 100,000 chase points, right? It's like, so that's true. But now you can't because now my wife's like, she knows. She knows where she knows that, oh, I'm clear again. There we go. She knows where the points are coming from. She knows I'm not paying anything cash. Like, give me a break. And if I do, I make sure to make it known. This is cash. Rodrigo says, have you guys heard anything on whether Chase will keep the Lyft benefit?
Didn't they just renew it? No, did they?
Not sure. Didn't hear that.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm thinking of Delta. They quit their Lyft partnership and they're doing with Uber now.
Really? So maybe it's over for Lyft. But no, it's not, because in their proposed cards they have like, 5x back on Lyft, right? So it's got to be something. It's got to be there's got to be something for sure. Vince Pasquale says, by clear, I assume you're not referring to the airport security, right? No, I was talking about airport security. No. That's funny. Rodriguez says, the best dating advice is to verify her 524 status before moving forward with her.
Yes.
We should make a video. Our video should be
questions.
Yes, first date
What's
questions for credit card bros would probably be the most viral title. What's your 524 status? What's your credit score? How many Amex credit cards do you have? And do you know the difference between a charge card and a credit card? Do you know what the ink train is? What else could you ask? Potential. I wonder.
Trying to think of something, huh? Never thought about it. I never thought about asking this stuff on a first date. I'm sure that you probably want to get a second date.
I mean, I'm pretty sure pretty early on I did ask like her credit score and stuff. If I remember correctly. I think we talked about finances very early on, like within the first like few times. Just like, what are you doing financially? It's good. You don't want to. Sometimes it's good to vet some people. You never know. As frugal as I was back then, gotta make sure. And luckily, she's as much of a saver as I am.
Nice.
The filter gives Anthony a slight Asian glow. Wow. Damn it, it's not touching me up like it was, as fast as it was. Never mind. It'll hit me again, but yeah, it's pretty good. Life on a secret. There's no secret. Just don't get married. No. Oh, Lord.
You can't fail if you never try, man.
Yeah. Failing is just a divorce, but who cares? You just get another marriage. Just keep moving on. Just keep trucking. I hope the leaked mirror Amex Plat isn't a fingerprints magnet. Yeah. Did you see that, Calvi?
I don't think so.
Here, I'll pull it up real quick before we go.
That's
Mix.
interesting. If they actually do that, because the one manufacturer that I was reviewing for like all these premium cards, they did have a mirror version.
Say that again. Those what?
When I was doing so, I did a video about like credit card manufacturers, and they had like all the things that American Express. They basically print American Express credit cards
Oh, right.
at their factory, and they did have a mirror version. So I thought it was pretty cool as well.
Ah, maybe they knew. So rumor, American Express planning platinum refresh card with mirror finish, and apparently is once this the testing prototypes and something like that. Obviously rumor, but much like all the other rumors in this space, they actually mostly tend out to be true. I think tend to be true over time, oddly enough. So hey, you never know. You never know. But is it going to be a fingerprint man? Is it going to be the Cybertruck of credit cards? Right? You touch it and you get the fingerprints, so you never know. The Cybertruck of credit cards is upon us. So you never know. You never actually know. Oh, if you could pull it up.
Yeah. Well, I would give you the website, but
You could put it. You could share your screen as well if you
all right.
wanted. 150k UR points. I'm in. Hopefully, it has some multipliers as the. I mean, for the points, you could still way more than the annual fee. We'd have to see at that time. Vin says you can create ink train decor for a gala or a photo booth. It's funny. I actually thought about that. I might actually do that. Oddly enough, Vincent. I think it would be funny to do. All right.
Who did that? Where he got all his platinum cards together and like did that?
Oh, he did like a museum piece. Yeah. So what is this, Calvi? What do we got here?
Yeah, this is the manufacturer. So Compo Secure manufactures most of your premium credit cards, especially a lot of the American Express ones. I think most American Express credit cards are made out of this metal veneer. But here's the mirror one. It's 20 grams, so it's actually heavier than the American Express Platinum card right now. So that's pretty interesting. Let me see. It's scratch resistant. Yep.
Whoa. It's like vinyl flooring.
What?
Scratch resistant.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
Okay. Crisp laser engraving. Huh. It says add crisp laser.
I thought you said like Chris lasers it for you. I'm like, what are you
He
talking
does,
about,
yeah.
man?
Chris in the back hill. Yeah. That's interesting.
65% metal. Huh.
Whoa. What's the other 30 or what's the other 35? I wonder.
Honestly, I don't know. It's a protective coating, a premium finish.
Yeah, how many grams is this? Yuri says the Ritz was around 30 grams before.
Oh, wow.
Does it say?
This is 20 grams, it says. So the weight specs is 20 grams. It's a polished mirror finish with stainless steel and polymer back.
Huh.
So it looks like maybe only the front will be mirror.
Yeah. Whoa. It's very cool.
Yeah. Something to look at.
I wonder how much the Lion card is, like how heavy it is. I feel like it's 20 something, but I'm not sure. LED. Whoa.
Oh yeah, you don't know the U.S. shopper card is LED.
Yeah, but that's pretty cool. I'd love to put a yin and yang symbol right in the middle, light up. How cool would that be? Whoa. Right. Can you get me that for my birthday? Coming up.
What? Oh.
Come on, it's my birthday.
There's only so much I can do, man.
We could probably get a sponsorship. Oh wait, didn't you try to reach out to them or something?
Yeah, I tried to reach out to them. I'm like, hey, can you like send me this glass one? This is pretty cool.
Oh yeah, there's your glass one. And they said no?
They never messaged me back.
If somebody has a contact, let's hit up this company. Let's get Calby his glass card, please.
I appreciate it.
Is it really glass?
Yes, it's glass. What do you mean? It's glass. So the middle part is all glass, and then the NFC like wires are right here, and then it's printed, and then the outside, so it doesn't smash into a million pieces, it's metal on the outside here.
Interesting.
Yeah, I thought this was cool too, that they can print on the glass.
Huh. Is that like a tint, like a car window?
Yeah, it's exactly that.
Why would you tint the glass though? What's the
I
point?
would think it's like branding, like if you wanted to put like Amex
I guess,
Everyday
yeah.
Clear or something.
Interesting. Hmm. That is pretty interesting. Supercell says, when do you think it would still crack the glass? Huh. I don't know.
It says it's like I really don't know. It says it's thin yet strong.
It's
Other than
bulletproof.
that, no one's ever what. I mean, it's not out on the market now. Most of these other cards are out on the market now, except the mirror one and the security one, the dynamic security one. The LED one, there's a card that has it. There's a bunch in Asia that have this,
Uh,
and Full Metal. Yeah, most of these are already
wow.
out. So
Pretty cool. Huh. Pretty cool. Interesting. Joshua says, tinting your credit cards adds 1 HP, 1 horsepower to whatever car you drive. Wow. That's pretty powerful, actually, if so. Oh, Nicholas asks, weren't you going to do a video about the fake American Express cards? Hmm.
yeah, I don't know. My contact, they're just not getting back with me. I gotta message them here probably tomorrow.
Okay. And then there'll be a market for, Vincent says, there'll be a market for screen protectors um, for glass credit cards. That's funny.
Gotta protect it.
I'm going to do it, Vincent. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Wife had an idea, so we're going to do it. How do you guys get your lounge access now since no more MX Platinum?
Venture X. Just the Venture X. I got into the Chase Sapphire Reserve Lounge recently. It's actually really nice. I almost got access into the Capital One landing in DCA or Reagan National Airport, but unfortunately, by the time I got there, it was closed. So I thought it was pretty interesting.
Okay. Yeah. And I get my lounge access via Calby's Ventrex authorized user and Key's authorized user on her Ritz card. So that's how I get it right now. Um, that's just me though. MR says no way to do drugs off. No way anyone will do drugs off that mirror Amex. That's true. Um, there's a bank. Oh, Lazy says there's a bank who has a mirror card and it's purely a fingerprint magnet. I could share a photo in the Discord if you want to see. That'd be interesting. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
10 minutes into the first date, would you cash out points or transfer them to a partner? That's a good question. Oh yeah, Doc says if I were to do YouTube, would you prefer travel tips, real estate investing, mindset motivational, or opinion on bad health advice given by other YouTubers? Huh.
Honestly, why not all of it? I mean, Chase Yokoyama, friend of the channel, he does on his channel a lot of travel stuff. He reviews luggage. He, also goes over credit card content. But on his Instagram, he tells you how much of a car you can buy.
That's true. That's true. Huh. And he's got a big following over there too.
Yeah.
She's big on Instagram. Mr. Yokoyama killing it. Um, just knowing what I know from you, Doc, I think I would prefer the real estate investing over anything. I think you could probably maybe even help the most people that way, since you've done uh I think you've done all of these to a good degree. We've talked about health and all these things, but personally, I think your real estate investing probably can have the most impact over time. Obviously, health is the most important thing, but I think there's a lot of folks doing it out there. Especially if you're only just attacking other people's advice. Maybe not the greatest thing to push out there. Everybody start hating you, but maybe the investing personally, but that's just me. He says, I want that glass card.
That's what I'm saying.
Heaviest card is heaviest card is JP Morgan Palladium at 26 grams, but I feel like the Lion card's more.
Did you
Maybe I'm
touch it?
wrong.
I don't remember.
No, I didn't get to. We were in close proximity with the JP Morgan Palladium card not too long ago.
Weird. It slap on the table. It's a pretty nice sound.
It was, right? It was not bad. Let me type in Lion credit card weight and see if I can find
Joe
something.
Barreto. Joe Barreto's here. Heaviest
He's
card
here?
is the Lion card. Yeah.
Mr. Whip. Oh, wait a second. Sorry.
What?
Wait, before I say Mr. Whip, Doc, you'd be surprised. Lion card says they're 27 grams,
Oh,
and then up here it
sorry.
says 28. But
I don't see anything.
oh, did I not? Oops. Whoops. Yeah, so Lion card says it's 27 grams, or 28 up here. I'm not sure, but at least here in the FAQs it's 27. So it might be one more than that one, than the Palladium. You never know. You never know. And Joe says the Ligarchy is everyone's A. That's so funny. I told you. Let's go. What's going on, Mr. Barreto? How are you, sir? I don't have that same gusto that Joe has. He's like, "How are you, Poppy? I love you, Poppy." He'll do all that and really make you feel like family. I'm just like, "Hey, how's everything? How's his life? How's life treating you?" The Wake Up Man never lies. That's right. Hola, mi gente. Joe Bro here, back with another video. I'm so glad you could join me. Uh, Doc says, do you think real estate investing is overdone on YouTube? Grammy Kevin makes sense, though. I just think it was, and I don't think it is anymore. I feel like I don't see it as much. All I see is people talking about how the market's crashing, but I don't really see people talk about the old stuff, like the old school people were talking about. Yeah, I don't know. Supercell has, do you guys get your wives into credit card game, or were they already into it also when you met them? You guys probably did it together, right? Because you were both 18.
Yeah. So basically, we were both 18. We got fresh credit scores 600, and yeah, from there on, she didn't want to manage it. I managed it, and that was the end of that. That was the end of that. How about you?
Yeah, my wife, she well, I think for at least the many years prior to, similar to my family, whereas like credit cards are a little bit demonized, like they're only used to build up debt essentially. And once I think the main thing was, I actually did a whole video on this, how I got her into it, but essentially it was me getting my first card, just putting little amounts on my capital unsecured, getting my credit score up for a few months, her seeing that and realizing, his credit score is going up. He's not accumulating debt. He's smart with his money. That's fine. Maybe I can do that myself. And I told, at that time when we were 21, I was like, hey, I might be getting into buying our house, the first house or something like that. So I said, if, I don't know if I don't think I mentioned like necessarily like me and her buying the house. It was really just me at that time. Cause I was pretty sure of her, but yeah, obviously it was still new. But I also thought, like, strategically for me, I was like, maybe her score should be higher if we are going to buy a house in the future. Helps her anyway. All right. So, and she was already good with money. So she did the same thing, capital unsecured, built up her credit. Then I got different cards, started getting cash back. And then I started watching videos, got some points. Then she started seeing all that. And then she kind of followed suit, just in a less aggressive manner. So like now she has she's had a Surpass, she's had a Sky Miles Gold, she's had a Sapphire Preferred, all these different ones. Nothing super premium yet because there's no point, but probably in the future. But yeah, I think it was that. It was just you doing it first, leading, and then watching, letting them observe how you do it. And then if everything's all good, and you could see, we're taking all these vacations. Hey, we could both do this. Then they just they'll do the same, if they feel strongly about it. But they have to be a credit card person first. Like, you got to be good with your money first, I think.
Yeah.
For sure.
Let me ask you something. Maybe
yeah.
you mentioned it, but why did you start off with a Capital One Secure card?
Because I got denied. Yeah. Because I got denied for the Sears card. I always say it because when they were going bankrupt. Santander, I sat down with the guy. This guy named Israel, I think his name was, or was it that? I don't know if that was his name. I can't remember. But I remember sitting down with him, and he was really cool. He was actually a very cool guy. And I remember he's like, so I'm going to put this through for you, but whatever happens, happens. So I ended up getting denied for that. I think I tried GCP Penny. I got denied for that. And I was like, everybody's denying me. And then actually, I never said this before. I don't think. Maybe I said it once, but I sometimes forget this part of the story. I was actually one day I was going to pick up my wife, then girlfriend at the time, at a coffee shop where she worked, and across the street was I think it was a Chase bank. I think it was a Chase, actually. And I remember I walked in and I went up to, because I didn't know anything. Like, I didn't think to go online. I didn't think to like Google this or anything. It was, it was like 6 years ago, for whatever reason. But I walked in, I was like, hey, I'm trying to get a credit card. And they were like, I don't know. For some reason, they weren't able to do it like there. Like, they couldn't try to get me a credit card. It was I think it was like the end of the day, and some people who did that were gone. But this other guy overheard me as I was walking out. He's like, "Hey, young man. Hey, young man." And I was like, "Oh, me?" He's like, "Hey, come sit down with me." So I actually walked with him back to like his office, this little section of this Chase Bank that I walked into. And he said, "Hey, I heard you're looking to get a credit card. You don't have one yet?" I was like, "Yeah, I don't have one. Keep getting denied." He's like, "There's this really cool website called NerdWallet. It actually shows you." I didn't even know what NerdWallet is. Now we know all about it. But I remember he's like, "There's a really cool website called NerdWallet," and he showed me on his phone. He's like, "Yeah, like you can put in some info and it'll tell you which card you might get approved for." I was like, "Yeah, that's pretty interesting." Um, and then so I was like, "Yeah, thanks for the info. I appreciate you like taking the time for me." So I ended up looking it up a little bit. I think I went on the website, didn't fully understand it. And then I really don't remember if it was on that website or I ended up looking it up, but I was like, "What to do if you keep getting denied?" And then that one came up, like a secured card. It's like you have like basically 100% chance of getting approved because you put down a deposit to get approved. So I was like, "All right, let's do it." So I saw Capital One had one, put a $49 deposit, got approved, and that's what started the whole. Like if I didn't get that, I don't think I'd be here actually today because I would have just gave up because everyone told me to get a credit card and then I tried and I couldn't until Capital One. So kudos to that guy at that Chase Bank for getting me on the right path. For
Can you
sure.
imagine? Can you
What?
imagine someone's like doing the same thing you're doing? You get into a chase and someone recommends, "Hey, you should check out this guy Anthony Venture. He'll put you on the right track."
Whoa, that would be so crazy. Could you imagine? It's like there's this really cool person. He's called well, don't worry about his name, but he talks about nonsense. He has this really cool shirt, actually. If you want, you could scan the QR code on the back, and oh, you probably didn't even see it. You can scan the QR code, and it'll go to his website, or it'll go to his YouTube channel. So, uh, anyway, we'll probably go in the next 5 minutes, guys. So if you have any last minute thing, just let me know. Rodrigo says, "How'd you guys meet your partners?" that's a that's a great. That's a short answer there. Um,
High
do you want to
school?
mention that? Yeah, you
School?
met in high school, right?
Yeah.
I'll probably save the long story for a different time, but I'll just say I was a driving teacher in New York. My wife was the same age as me. Went through lessons but never ended up taking the test. Would go, a couple of years go by and then retake lessons, never take the test. Eventually, I became her driving teacher, and yeah, I mean, we kind of went from there. I picked her up at the house. She was very cool. Obviously, we talk about K turns and parallel parking, and then it goes to what's your favorite movie? Where did you grow up? What school did you go to? You talk about other things. You get into other topics, and then eventually become friends, and then we a little bit further. There's some other stuff in between, but basically, I was she was my student, and we had a good time. We had a very good time. And then I became her student for yoga. So that was good.
All circles back.
Yeah, we were all everybody's student. Doc, have you ever told the story about how you were denied for a store card? That would make a great video. I think I did mention it but very quickly. I never like outlined like in detail. Like I just remember going to Sears because I went to go buy some shirts because I was like trying to meet girls and stuff. So I was like, I have to dress nicely. So I went to the mall, picked out some clothes, and I forget the guy. I remember the guy's face. I don't remember his name, but he was some dude. I was like, is there like a credit card for this? He was like, yeah, you can actually do it on this terminal. I was like, how does it work? I was like, you just put in your info. He was like, I can't say anything, but it's either you're approved or denied, but we have no, everyone always said that. We don't know if you're going to get approved or denied. There's nothing we can do, but you can try. So I put in the income, put everything in, and I was denied. I was like, is that it? It's like, yeah, there's nothing we could do. Same thing with Santander, same thing with JCPenney,
So funny.
so yeah,
I
it's
applied
just,
people for Best Buy credit cards because I was a Best Buy employee, and
that's
that's
right.
what they wanted us to sell the Best Buy credit card to people. And I actually had to call the reconsideration line for a couple of people, actually. So I thought that was interesting.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I wonder how many people you think you signed up for a Best Buy card.
Oh yeah, a lot of people. I did at the time. I didn't know what I was doing. They were just like, "Hey, sell the Best Buy credit card." I'm like, all right, cool. I would say like a good. I don't know if I was just better at pitching it, but I would say like 3 and 5 customers usually signed up when I asked them.
Hmm. Interesting. Any benefits? What do they get with that?
10% back on the first purchase. If you want financing.
Trash.
And Hey man, that's a lot of money. Can you imagine you're buying, because when you go to Best Buy, you're spending a lot of money. A lot of people, they're spending like $8,000. That's like a good, $80 back, or right?
8,000 they're spending? Well, that'd be $800 back,
Oh
so that's
yeah,
pretty cool.
800. Yeah.
Was there a cap to it? Like, I wonder if there was a cap, you know?
I don't, not from my knowledge. It was
Because
store credit though. It's 10% back in store
uh,
credit.
I mean, that's not bad. If there's no cap, because Kohl's has that, when you sign up for the card, 35%. I've often
Mhm.
thought like Kohl's has this huge animal they put in there, plush animal every year. It's like the size of like a 6 foot person. It's huge, and it's usually like $400. So I was like, could we use our 35% on that? That'd be pretty cool.
Maybe.
Yeah, I've thought about that. Supercell says maybe do a video for what credit cards to get depending on your credit score.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that.
I feel like that's kind of like the credit card ladder, in my opinion.
Yeah, I would say. I feel like there's a way to do it though. I feel like well, I think what credit card at what age or something like that, maybe is a way they could spin it.
Yeah.
How many credit cards do you have by age? In my hand is five. I am 27. That's funny. And then we'll do the last one here. Miss Potato, choose one, your partner or your partner or your favorite transfer partner. Oh, sorry. I thought it meant like your wife. Like you have to choose between Hyatt and your wife, which obviously
Yeah, that's how I'm
Hyatt.
reading it, right?
Your partner, choose one, your partner or your favorite transfer. Oh, maybe it is true. Your wife or your favorite transfer partner. All right, it is how it is. Yeah, so if it's between my wife and Hyatt,
You have to think about it. This is the problem with your marriage, man.
well, if you think about it, I mean, if you have a lot of points, I mean, that's a lot of years of experiences in different countries.
Oh my god.
Technically, technically, if you really want to get crazy, I mean, like, yeah, I mean, she's home. Like when I see her, she's home. I think she's like, I want to, she might be watching this lazy. she might, she might be.
Hey
But
man, but your partner gives you the income. The transfer partners take away. You have to spend money before they give you any benefits.
so what you're saying? Say that again.
Your partner contributes to your annual household income, but your transfer partner, you have to spend money before they give you any benefits.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh my god.
I guess it's the caveat. Do I already have like a 500,000 or 1,000,000 Chase points to transfer to Hyatt? Like, do I have 1,000,000 Hyatt points already? Like, I don't have to do anything else. Then that's a powerful argument. Like, like she's home, but she's not a hotel, right? She's not a hotel that you can go and stay in for, sometimes, 18 hours when you go somewhere. And, like your wife is great, but have you ever been to the Park Hyatt in Tokyo? Have you ever been to the Palazzo Manfredi in Rome? Like, yeah, your wife could cook, but have you ever been have you ever been to the Thompson Hyatt in Savannah, Georgia? It's like the worst. Anyway, Anthony doing ROI and CPO calc. Yeah, I mean, look, how many cents per point is your wife? Yeah, that's a good. I don't know. That's a good question. Yeah, women are cool and all, but have you been? Never mind, forget it. Anyway, we're gonna leave
Sleeping
off
on the
there.
couch tonight.
Imagine Park Hyatt Globals and $100 fee. Yeah, I mean that's powerful. With that said, if there's no, I'm gonna end it here before it's over. I'm gonna end it here. So, thank you, Calby, for being here for the nonsense and the BILT survey. Who knows what's gonna happen with BILTs? Maybe we'll get a cool 550 card. We get a 95 card, $0. Hopefully, we just get what we want. But who knows? Honestly, who knows at this point? So thank you for being here. Special thanks for the super chats. 5 spot, Sandy Boy. 2 spot from Vincent Pasquale. John R. 2 spot, appreciate it. Mike Newland, 20 spot. Thank you, sirs, all around. Much appreciated. And thank you all for being here. We got Super Sal, Lazy, ROI, Doc, Potato, Yuri. We got Clausen in earlier. I think we said Potato. Lisa was here. A lot of different folks. Vincent. So thank you all, Rodrigo. Thank you all for being here. Thank you, Calvi, again. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your Friday night. I'm going to be on tomorrow again, all real estate though. So I don't know if you guys are interested, but I think it's important. So I'm just going to talk all real estate, and Joe Pareto. So thank you all. Enjoy, be safe, and have a great night. Enjoy it. All right.